Police officers have finally sealed off the controversial 20-hectare piece of land here in Lusaka West area, where suspected Patriotic Front cadres have been illegally demarcating the land. The land belonging to Trishu Limited has been completely taken over by these suspected cadres who move with machetes and pangas to avoid being distracted. The authority they exhibit as they illegally demarcate private land was short-lived, as their machetes, pangas and shovels could not surpass the police weapons. Gathered as early as 6 hours, as they always do, the more than 300 suspected Patriotic Front cadres were unlucky as their finance venture was short-lived. They just handed themselves in the hands of police officers who swiftly arrested them for criminal trespass.
This morning around 10 hours, we did mount an operation in Lusaka West. This was after having received numerous complaints from members of the public, especially from Lusaka West, that their farms were being trespassed on. Now I want to report to the nation that today we have made one of the biggest arrests in the history of Zambia police. We have apprehended over 300 persons that were trespassing on these people's land. So far, as we are seeing, officers are very busy. This is just part of the group that is in the back of me here. Others are inside and they are busy processing the dockets so that tomorrow they can appear in court.
The Patriotic Front leadership, however, says it sanctioned this exercise in order to prove that those behind illegal land allocations are not their members.
Operation of the police in Lusaka West. Yes, we sat with the police. They came, they discussed with the party. My leadership is not going to support illegal allocation of land. And even in yesterday's meeting, I agreed with the police that they should go on and reach out those who are saying that they are members of Patriotic Front. If for sure they are members of Patriotic Front, we will see them. As far as I'm concerned, genuine members of the party are not involved in land grabbing.
Now, this action by police officers has resulted in riots as the suspected cadres who have been benefiting from this illegal activity have blocked Mumba Road, burning tires and some makeshift stores they are able to lay their hands on. Those that escaped arrest had over an hour of continuing their unlawful behavior as they descended on a shopping mall belonging to Trishu Limited. 2 shops were broken into and property worth millions of kwacha have since been stolen.
Up to now we go to the books because the money have been taken. Look at the shelf. They are empty. Those fridges have been damaged. There are so many things that they have done. You can't. I fail to understand.
Kuna mtu afuirisheko nishama kadazi bayiso okulanda okutira umwine waiche mwine wa ploti kuliokwa ya manani so twaisa twamboko na ulomo so kwaba ukubachibutuka ine shop yandirya kulase kuikome na muri na bura na polisi huwa pano pa bank na tibala muba bala muchena pano pa bank ngaikala ekwisarira nangwe mu shop muri mu shop yandiya eyaba kwisa nomba bayisa bana senda loko na koma pati efe gachaduruka nomba bayisa mukusende abasende fintu amabattery fingi sana.
Invest Trust Bank was also a major target, but the bulletproof door was immediately closed and the group's attempts to break it failed. More officers were called to the scene and were met by the machete-waving cadres who began throwing stones at them. Police had to fire tear gas canisters in order to disperse the crowd. It took officers an hour to clear off the road. Mumba Road, in particular, this area has been under rehabilitation and expansion at the hands of Avik International, who have been contracted by the Road Development Agency. So far, millions of kwacha have been spent on the road that is under threat. With collaboration between the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Lands, hope is there that these illegal land allocations that have escalated in Lusaka will be controlled. Mwape Kumwenda, Muvi TV News, Lusaka.